Alright guys, I'm about to pull this pizza out of here. It's been exactly 7 minutes right now, and it's probably got another 30-40 seconds. It just occurred to me that it might seem odd that I'm using 2 stones. That was a Tony Gemignani recommendation. Actually, I think in his pizza Bible it says that must. It's one of his 10 commandments. I had initially started using the top stone first and moving to the bottom, but essentially I feel like if I put it on the bottom first, the bottom browns up nicely. If I bring it to the top shelf, it's kind of like doming it, like a Napolitana style, kind of like doming it, and it helps the top brown. And it's got maybe another 45 seconds though, so there's that. But I'm anxious to compare it to this pizza here. I've got everything ready for it. This was really good, not complaining at all about that. Let's pull that out of there. I can tell right now it's we just hit 8 minutes, so it should be done. Let's see the comparison. Okay. It looks a little, initially it looks a little wider here. You see this crust, but that could be the rotation of the oven, because over here it looks about the same. Looks pretty nice, actually, probably from here to here. So there's about maybe 30% of the crust that didn't get as white. Probably, I did rotate it, but probably could have rotated it earlier. I just hate to keep opening that door because it'll get as low as, I think I checked it after my last time of turning it. It was down towards 465, and I'm losing a lot of heat that way. But let's check the bottom out here. That's crispy, that's for sure, and it looks really good. I hope you can see that. Looks just about the same. Let me move that. As this guy, more or less, yeah. Good. So, you know, in an oven that only gets to 500, keeping that sugar, I think, at 2% is probably going to be pretty important for this oven. I did make some pizzas for the family in a different oven. I was traveling with some family, and we had an oven that went up to like 600, maybe a little more, 605. It was a gas oven, and man, those were really good pizzas. I did get more oven spring out of those, but this oven spring looks better than the All Trumps. The King Arthur probably being a little softer. I don't know. You guys tell me. Same hydration, same oil, 60% water, 1.5% oil. Man, that looks really good. Like, that's kind of what I'm going for. All of this through here. This gets, I don't know, man. This gets a little narrow, but this is kind of the spring I'm looking for, and I have some of that in here, just a little bit, but more than not, I have more of this thin stuff. So, like here, we'll look at this piece. Like, this is not bad. Like, I don't know. See if you can see that. A pretty good oven spring, really. It actually looks a lot better on the camera. It looks like big, giant open pockets, but it's not. It's kind of doughy. Not doughy, but bready. So let's cut this one and see what we got going on here. Like that. Oops. Okay. Of course, it's going to be too hot to touch again, but let's look at this giant cornice. Oh man, that's it. That's what I'm looking for right there. So, yowza, that's hot. And you know, I'm burning my fingers, but look at this cornice. Man, that looks awesome. Holy cow. Can't wait to eat that. Wifey doesn't get that slice. That one's mine. Or maybe I'll take this one because it's big all around. Anyway, so the bottom looks great. The cornice is better. At least fluffier looking. Let's get this New York floppy. Let's see what goes on here. Oh, super floppy though. Super floppy. Let's see if I can fit. But New York's right up, man. So, ooh, King Arthur bread flour at the 12.7% protein. I don't know. It feels pretty good. We're going to put a little Parmigiano Reggiano on there. I just read a post in the forums the other day, or maybe this morning, asking about the finishing cheeses. And I think a lot of people were saying, nah, nobody does it. I do it. I always do. Now, I have heard about all these old school guys putting the Parmigiano just right on top of the sauce. And I'm going to confess, this is me forgetting to put it on top of the sauce, because remember I said that I'm always nervous about it sticking to the peel, so I'm in a hurry. I always forget to do that, and so then I'm like, oh crap, I need this stuff. And I think it really helps. And then of course some oregano. This is just cheap store-bought dried oregano. I have some over here, some oregano drying out of my herb garden, but that's later. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and eat some of this, and I'm going to eat like some of this and some of this, like chomp chomp, and I'll let you know what I think. But same formulations, different bread flours, different flours. Still not, neither of them can really be thrown well, but I mean, you know, they're still good, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, thank you guys.